I don't know. There's a few lap cars in the mix of things, and I think just a combination of some slow lap cars, and you got 3 fast cars that are yourself to the front, and we made it. Ended up getting 3 wide somehow, I think, and I was in the middle and found a hole, and I thought I made it, but I guess I got piled somehow, and just unfortunate.
Ryan Fischer in the 25 rolls down the backstretch. The caution has come out. Debris all over the racetrack.
Incredible. While we were talking to Dexter Bean there, that can happen. We saw that happen before in the Truck Series, where somebody got forced into the outside wall and actually got up on their side. I believe it was Rick Crawford a few years ago.
Bobby Hamilton also.
Bobby Hamilton also. Patrick Sheltra involved. There's a 22-hour pole sitter. Josh Wise got a piece of that.
The 4th caution coming out in a magnificent crash here by the 25. Ryan Fischer in that car for the first time this year. Again, that's a Venerini-owned race car.
Getting report, you see Michael McDowell stopping over there in turn 1 and 2. ARCA Remax officials will put this race under red right now so they can attend to Ryan Fischer in the 25 car, as well as clean up all the debris. It's all over the backstretch.
So the red flag comes out. We've completed 63 laps. Red flag coming out on lap 64. Again, the safety crews making their way onto the backstretch. You see Josh Wise on that access road to pit road, and he is going to come to a stop as well. I'm sure hearing over his radio that the red flag has come out. Field stopping in turns 1 and 2 right now.
See the window, the roof flat up on the 22 of Josh Wise. So
some damage to the right side of that car. Phil, we just caught a glimpse of that as we were talking with Dexter Bean. It was in the right side of your screen. Dexter Bean was out of the race because of the caution that had happened previously. He and Mark Mitchell got into each other in turn 3. Philip Magilton caught a little bit of that accident. And then after they had cleared the racetrack and had been racing for just a few laps, it was another problem between the 25 of Ryan Fischer and the 60 of Patrick Sheltra and the 22 of Josh Wise.
Josh is going to go ahead and make his way to pit road. He will not be able to stop and do any work on pit road during the red flag conditions.
Taking a look at Ryan Fischer, little woozy after that ride, and oh, what a ride it was. That car rolling down the backstretch, but a great sign to see Ryan Fischer out talking, and looks as though he's going to climb out under his own power.
Yeah, it's great to see right there. A pretty memorable first start in the ARCA Remax Series for Ryan Fischer.
Yeah. You hear the crowd applauding as they see Ryan Fischer climbing out of that car. They'll put him in the back of the ambulance, take him to the infield care center. Let's take another look at what took place here.
See Ryan's on the outside following Billy Leslie. There's Patrick Sheltra. The 11 of Bryan Silas makes contact. Wow.
Up into the wall. Patrick Sheltra hits him, slides him up into the wall, and then the rolls begin.
It looked like the 25 of Ryan Fischer just launched over the 60 of Patrick Sheltra. You see that car slid for a little bit right on the roof, right over top of the driver, but these cars are so well built. Here's another view. You see the 60 get sideways.
60 sideways and then into the 25. And like you mentioned, Phil, launched.
Yeah, from that first view, it looked like Bryan Silas turned down, but once Patrick Sheltra caught his car from being sideways, he actually drifted up the racetrack and made contact with Bryan Silas.
Right along with Bryan Silas here, and see the view he had of this one.
Saw Bryan got out of the throttle to try to give him room. He's the one that made contact with the 22 of Josh Wise. Bryan did a good job of keeping his car straight.
And again, this is a look real time now. Sheltra's going to go to the right. That was Ryan Fischer in that 25. And again, Fischer is out of that car. They're going to try to put it on the rollback. And so there will be a little cleanup from Gateway International Raceway. A magnificent accident taking place on the backstretch. They'll clean it up. We'll go back to racing when we come back. We're hearing that Ryan Fischer is out of the infield care center and with Ray Dunlap.
Yeah, he sure is, and we're hoping we can show him a replay here shortly. But Ryan, what an unbelievable ride. Can you tell us what it was like inside the race car?
Sky ground, sky ground. That's what it was. Sparks everywhere. I'm all right. My knee's a little sore. Face got a little cut on it, but other than that, I'm all right, I think.
I think if you get a chance to look at this replay, you will be amazed. It was really quite a crazy ride.
That's what I hear from everybody else. All I remember is Billy Venturini yelling on the radio, well, that was about the worst wreck I've ever seen, so I'm all right, so that's a good thing.
Okay, take a look right here on the monitor. We'll show it to you, and this is just amazing as you get launched up from the beginning right here.
I remember every single bit of that. I don't remember how many times I flipped. No, there's 3. There's a stand up, right up. I mean, yeah, that's wild. That's wild, that's for sure. It's the worst wreck I've ever taken, but at least I'm still here, which is a good thing.
Tell me about the early part of the night here, though, and your experience here. This was your first race in the ARCA Remax Series.
Yeah, my debut. We just announced yesterday that, we just signed with CJM Racing. I'm going under development for them, for their Busch deal and everything else, and I'm looking forward to the future. I mean, things like this happen, but that's racing, I guess. That's the way it is.
Well, the most important thing is you're standing here, you're okay, and they said make sure you tell Mom at home everything's fine.